what's up? So today I'm going to be doing a video where I am going to be going through my theories and kind of things I've noticed about the BTS concept photos for their new album, which is coming out on the 12th/13th of April this year, and it is Map of the Soul Persona. Some of these theories may not be correct, so don't hate on me if they end up not being what I'm saying, but these theories, it took me about an hour and 50 minutes to write down every one on my phone for each of the versions, because there's 4 versions of the album, and yeah. But before I get into these theories, I just want to shout out Adam. I'll put his Instagram in the description. He is always asking me in maths to give him a shout out, so here you go, Adam. Here is your shout out. I'll put his Instagram in the description, so go follow him if he still has Instagram. I will have to check that, but yeah. So anyway, these theories may not be fully correct. Also, don't mind what I'm wearing. I literally just got home from my grandparents after school, so I just chucked something, the first thing that I saw on, and yeah. But basically, these are theories I've came up with myself. I don't know if they are correct, so if the MVs and the notes come out and they are completely different to what I have said, then please don't hate on me. So let's get into it. I have written them all down on my phone and then printed them off. I don't know if I'm going to do 4 videos based on each of the versions, depending on how long it takes me to explain each version, but so far we're at 2 minutes, so if we get to 15 minutes on just the first version, then I'll probably do that for each version. But if not, then I'll maybe do version 1 and 2, which were the first released, and then version 3 and 4. So let's just get straight into version 1. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the group photo. Photo consists, I will put a picture in now, but it consists of them all together, and it has different photos scattered around the main photo. And I was looking at the pictures and I wanted to see the facial expressions, seeing as this album is called Persona. People have different personas, so I wanted to see if it showed them being their facial expressions changed on each one, which it did. So I was guessing that meant that it was kind of representing all of their personas. Also, another thing that I noticed was the colour choice that they used this time for their album, which was pink. Pink is seen throughout the whole concept photos versions. All 4 versions, you see at least one element of pink. And I think the albums are going to be coloured in pink. So I searched up on Google the connotations of pink, because I thought, why are they choosing a feminine pink colour for a boy group? Not saying that that's just stereotypical of someone to think, especially if they don't understand storylines or things like that, then they may, especially the older generation, may look at it and think, why are a boy group using a feminine colour on their album? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, I'm just saying older generations may think that it's a little bit weird. I say might think stereotypically, but that is just a generalisation, so I don't say that everyone's like that. I'm just saying, yeah, don't hate on me. But yeah, pink connotes universal love of oneself and others. So if you haven't seen previously, they did a Love Yourself series, and the Love Yourself series was basically educating and helping people realise the message love yourself, and it was kind of encouraging fans and armies and people who listen to the album to love themselves and to find that key thing that you love about yourself. So the universal love of oneself isn't just love of one thing about yourself. It's sorry about the lighting, by the way. The sun is literally killing me. But anyway, the universal love is love of everything about you, like the love of your hair, the love of your ears, the love of your teeth, the love of your personality, the love of everything about you. So that is what it means, and also the love of others. So that could mean your brother, it could mean your friend, it could mean someone on the street. But as long as you love every person for who they are, that is what it's kind of portraying. That is what Pink portrays. Also, it portrays inner peace. Now, this is something which could mean something to the main storyline, which I will get into, but this is what I thought from those two meanings. They are finally finding their universal love of themselves and all of their personas. So all of their personas are, they want to love every single one of them. Like, there isn't just one persona that they love anymore. For example, they may act differently to their mum compared to how they are on Twitter. Or you, for example, might act differently to your friends than to your parents. You have a different persona for everyone you meet. And no matter what that persona is, you should love that persona and not feel like you're being fake towards people, when truly it's just yourself, but just like the mannerisms change when you're with different people. You're more casual with your friends than you are with your parents, and things like that. So I think that's what they're trying to get at. Like, they're trying to be able to share all of the personas freely without being kind of targeted at for being called fake, and or being called like that's not the real them. Namjoon's name is based around being real. The line's real really nice. I'm just gonna change that. Namjoon's name, his stage name is now RM. It's no longer Rat Monster. That was his persona from a while ago. His new persona is just RM. And RM, if you saw in his persona comeback trailer, he calls himself R, which people thought was weird. But he actually says me afterwards. So he says R me, which is because his name, as he says, represents real me. So that's why he didn't specifically say real me or RM, because he wanted to make it short. It also represents me. If you say that fast, army, it sounds like army, which is the fandom name, and which I think is why he said it like that, because army is what they're giving back to. They're giving this album back to the army, which is what I remember them saying. So yeah, that's that. And in the main storyline, we see them all having issues. For example, Jimin with water and Yoongi with fire. And they have an issue with themselves. Like, for another example is Hobie has an issue where if he's extremely relaxed, I can't remember the name of the specific issue, but I think it's narcolepsy. I think that's what it's called, but it's where if he becomes relaxed or too relaxed, then he'll just fall asleep. So for example, in the I Need You video, he was literally relaxedly walking down the sidewalk, I think that's what it's called, and he was relaxed and then fainted as it looked, but he's actually just fell asleep because of this issue that he has. So the use of pink in this album suggests that in this album, they will find their inner peace, and that peace will kind of smooth out of their struggles and kind of remind them that they love themselves and that they don't need to struggle through this alone and these issues. So yeah, also I'm not wearing much makeup today, so please don't judge how ugly I look. I shouldn't be saying that when I'm talking about loving myself. Okay, I love myself. Anyway, so now let's get into the solo photos. They all have something in their solo photos. They either enjoy that thing or it's something we represent them as. So, and this could possibly represent their persona towards us and other people, or to the world themselves. For example, Taehyung is holding a phone and a selfie stick, and in that phone there is a picture of himself, which could show one of his personas. It could also show his social persona, so the persona he has when he's on Twitter, or the social persona when he's on VLive, especially with the selfie sticks. I know that they use some sort of tripod when they're doing their VLives. I hate that I have this line. I can't move it to make it any better, so I'm sorry guys, I might just sit like this. But they use a selfie stick, I think, to put their camera on for VLive, so that kind of reminded me of that. Yoongi, he has a camera, and he said on multiple occasions that he enjoys photography, which could also represent his artistic persona, or the persona that makes him appreciate art. Next, we have Jungkook. Jungkook's persona is food related. So it's the persona that he puts on when he enjoys a food or when he dislikes a food. For example, a persona that we see him as is someone who represents a cookie. He is holding cookies. I've spelled it wrong in my notes because we say, oh, cookie, he is Jungkook, cookie, and we say things like that because his name, Jungkook, if you short that to cook and add IE, it creates cookie. So we represent him as cookie. I'm guessing that's why he has the cookies. Namjoon, he has confetti, and then on the other side of the solo picture, he has blankets. So the confetti can show his fun persona and like his party-like persona, or his out-of-the-box persona. And then the blankets could show his comfort persona, so the persona he, when he enjoys comfort, and like his comfort is what he enjoys. Now Jin's I really understand, well, sort of. Jin has towels in his, I think that's what they are from what I can see. They may be blankets again, but I'm pretty sure that they are towels, because he's like got it on his head. I think I'll insert all the pictures when I talk about them anyway. But he also has toothbrushes and he's brushing his teeth. This represents hygiene and vanity. Seokjin, or Jin, is labelled as worldwide handsome, which means that he always tells himself that he looks good, and people are always commenting on his good looks, which could be why he is brushing his teeth so then he looks good, and that could be the persona of worldwide handsome. J-Hope has a toy gun, or a Nerf gun. I don't know if it's a Nerf gun exactly, but it does look like a Nerf gun. I think I may insert a clip where he's in an interview and he's like making like this gun thing. I may include that, I don't know. But this could represent his gaming persona, so the persona that makes him enjoy games and action. It could also represent his survival, like the survival persona, or the persona of being able to survive, which is something that's key in the storyline. We see Namjoon write survive, and we hear it in Not Today as well. We also think, if you think about it, he is trying to survive. He could easily be walking down the street, crossing a road relaxingly, and because of his illness which he has in the storyline, could possibly fall asleep in the middle of the road and possibly get run over. Like, that is the worst case scenario, but it could happen because of his storyline. So survival could link to the gun. And Jimin, the final one, is balloons. If you see in Serendipity, he has a yellow balloon, I think. But in these pictures, he has two different coloured balloons. He has pink balloons and blue balloons. So it kind of represents serendipity, but it could also represent masculinity and femininity, because blue is stereotypically like seen as masculine and pink is stereotypically seen as feminine, which could also represent Carl Jung's theory, I think, of anima and animus. Anima is your feminine side and animus is one's masculine side. So that's why I believe that it could represent those, and we have seen supposedly their animas before in the highlight reels for Love Yourself, but yeah. So this video has been 15 minutes and we've only just got through the first version, and we explained a lot. If you agree with version 1's theories or my version 1 theories, then please let me know in the comments, or if you have your own theories for version 1, then also let me know in the comments. I will be uploading version 2 today also. I will upload that not long after I've uploaded the first version, and then tomorrow I will upload 3 and 4. As 3 and 4, I think, actually no, I think version 2 may be the longest. I may do version 3 and 4 in one video just because version 3 is very short and it won't take me long to explain. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give a like, comment what you think, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Also, shout out to Adam once again, seeing as I kept on forgetting. Why do I have like this little thing, like this little crease line? I've only just noticed that today. It's like a little dimple thing, but it's not at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I will see you, like I just said. Bye guys.